Guys, we do not need too much in the way of kit today. The only thing that we could make use of is a chair, a sofa, anything that you can do either tricep dips on, or similarly anything that you can bring your foot onto to go for some elevated split squats. So I'll give people a wee bit of time if they need to run and grab something as well as always. Aside from that though guys, you're going to get a lot of good work done using primarily body weight. Of course, if you have kettlebells or dumbbells, with some of the exercises it will make it a little bit tougher, but realistically we'll get plenty from body weight, especially if we have something to elevate ourselves with. Typical kind of improved session in terms of we're just working pure supersets today, so back-to-back movements. We have 3 of those supersets and we have a little AMRAP to finish off on today. Not as painful as Monday's AMRAP for anyone that was in that session. Roberto, I'm sure you're still having nightmares about that. Was that a casual brush of the hand there, Roberto? That Monday was easy for you. Right guys, that'll probably bring us up to time. So as usual, we're going to go for 3 sets of 6 scorpion kicks, 6 threaded needles, and a 20-second plank. Idea here is to get ourselves moving, and especially the plank, think about squeezing your muscles and getting them working before we start our action movements. So from here guys, we are going to go hands out nice and wide, 3 scorpion kicks off each side. From there, you come up onto the knees. You're going to bring your arm underneath and try and rotate the opposite elbow, so the opposite shoulder back. So 3 of these off each side. And of course, we're coming into our 20-second plank. Just now, just focusing on keeping your glutes squeezed tight and keeping your midsection tight too. Okay? 10 more seconds. 5 more seconds. And relax it. 1 down, we're going to go back in to our scorpion kicks. From there, into our threaded needles. And another set in the plank. This time we're going to think of ourselves going through our body. So we're going to go up to our thighs first. Try and squeeze your thigh muscles as tight and as hard as you can. Now we're going to move on to the glutes. So keep them squeezed tight. Up to the midsection, think about your abs squeezing tight. Into the chest and shoulders, you're flexing your chest muscles. And now you're squeezing your arms. I'm going to show off for 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Relax that there. And just 1 more set of those 3 movements again, okay? So, back to our final time in the scorpion kicks. Into the threaded needles. And back into our plank. So if you try and mimic that same tension that you had, try and make every part of your body as tight and as tense as you can. So squeeze, squeeze, squeeze every muscle. 10 more seconds here. 5 more seconds. And relax that there. We're going to slightly change some of the movements coming up. However, the first one is the same. So we're now going to hit 2 sets of 4 movements. The idea here is to start getting our body a wee bit, the heart rate up a little bit higher, and our body a bit warmer. So 12 glute bridges. Keeping the hands off the ground. Big squeeze the glutes at the top of every bridge. And from here, we're going to come into a plank again, but we're looking for scapular push-ups. So you can do this from a kneeling plank, or you can do this from a regular plank. If I do this standing, I'm going to have my hands out, I'm squeezing my shoulder blades together, then relaxing. I'm not bending my elbows at all, shoulder blades, relax. So here, 9 scapular push-ups. And relax. You're going to come up, we're going to go for 6 squats. This time I want a wee pause. Down, pause, back up. And then we're going to go for 3 reverse lunges off each side. As I drive my knee up, I'm just going to bring my knee up nice and high, and then come straight in the next one. So we test the balance, and just getting a little bit more out the hips here. Then switch it. And relax. So that's just our 4 exercises. We're going to come back in to our glute bridges, back into our glute bridges. And of course, that neatly brings us back in to our scapular push-ups. Keep the glutes squeezed. 9 reps here. Of course, you can go into the kneeling plank and get a similar movement, but a full plank would be a bit more challenging. And from there, we're going to go into our 6 pause squats. And from there, our 3 lunges, knee comes high, back into the lunge. And relax that there, guys. So, we are starting with some rear foot elevated split squats. If you don't have anything that you can put your back foot up onto, then we'll just go for some regular split squats, but we'll just increase the reps. So we'll go to 12 a side instead of 10 a side. After that, guys, we're going to hit a wee side plank. So we're going to go 20 seconds on one side, 20 seconds on the other. With the split squats, I don't think I need to demonstrate them too much. Side plank though, guys. How I want you to start is you're going to come into a plank position. You're going to rotate onto your heels, so your feet should be wide, and then you rotate and bring your hips up nice and high. Doesn't really matter what this hand's doing. The most important thing is these hips are high, you're not sinking the hips low. So we're going to go 20 seconds on one side, 20 seconds on the other. If you are going to struggle with that for 20 seconds, bring your bottom knee onto the ground, your top leg still is straight, you bring your hips up, and we're still mimicking the exact same position as long as my knees, my hips and my shoulders are in a nice straight line. Again, I don't want my hips to sag down here, okay? So that's our options for the side plank. For now, I'm going to bring my lovely bench onto the screen and we'll get ourselves set for those rear foot elevated split squats. Right, let's get ourselves set. Again, start with your weaker side forward for me. And once you're ready, jump on in. 10 reps. And switch over sides. Keep the balance as best you can here. And relax it. From there, we're going to get ourselves set into our side planks. So I'm going to grab my timer just so I have a better estimation of those 20 seconds. Once you're ready, guys, we're coming into our plank position. Ready, 3, 2, 1, heels come down, hand comes up, 20 seconds comes on. Keeping your legs as straight as you can, hips up nice and high. 10 more seconds here. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Now you're going to come back to the plank, rotate onto the other heels, and again, get your hips high, 20 seconds to start. 10 more seconds here. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Relax that there. So, we're going to take a wee bit of rest there. Get a wee touch of water. Disrobe if you want to. I mean purely your top, not anything else. And I'm going to grab a wee touch of water. Let's go for the old traditional cheers. Now, if you found that those elevated split squats were not particularly challenging, what you could do is either add a wee bit of resistance, or you could make it dynamic. Dynamic is a fancy way of saying, it's not really that fancy, but it's a fancy way of saying adding like a jump in there as well. So if you wanted to make it tougher, you go down, this back foot would stay on, and then push up its front heel to get the knee up nice and high, okay? So 10 off one side, 10 off the other. Once you're ready to go, let's get ourselves back in. And switch legs, of course, once you get to the halfway point. And relax that there. Of course, a wee second, we're going to get ourselves back into our side plank rotations. So, I'm coming into the plank. Ready, 3, 2, 1. On my heels. I'm bringing the hand up, timer starts. Ten seconds here. 5 seconds. And rest back in the plank. Heels on the ground. Hands come up tall. And that's time for 20 seconds again. Keep the hips up, keep the legs straight, guys. 10 more seconds. 5 more seconds here. 3, 2, 1. Rest that there. So as a combination, that should be quite challenging. The rear foot elevated split squats are a very, very good way of challenging our legs. And the side plank rotations, or the side planks rather, just a tough movement because traditionally we would not put as much pressure through these obliques, so that targets them quite a strong way. Again, we'll take another 10 seconds, excuse me, and we'll get into our final set of these 2 exercises. Right, we're coming into our last round. Our last round of these 2 exercises. Let's get set and jump back in. 10 off on each side. And switch around once you get to that 10 mark. And relax it, shake out the legs if you need to. And then we'll get into our final set of those side planks. Ready guys, so we're starting the plank. Our weight comes onto our heels and timer is on. Ten more seconds. 5 more seconds here. 3, 2, 1. Back into the plank. Heels to the ground. Hips and hands high. Timer's on. Keep the control. 5 seconds. Try and squeeze here for the people who are a bit more advanced. 5 seconds left. 3, 2, 1. Relax that there, guys. So, I'm going to move the bench just off shot for now. Later on in the session, we will be hitting tricep dips, but we're not quite moving on to it just yet. So, bench is off short. So, our next movement, guys, kind of one of them is a classic. We're going to hit a walkout and we're going to include a push-up at the bottom. Now, for a whole load of us, we'll all have different variations of what's a challenging push-up. So that could be a walkout into a kneeling push-up, then back to the top. It could be a walkout, then a negative push-up where you're just controlling the downward portion, and then relaxing to the plank, then walking back up top. Of course, it could be a full push-up, which I'm going to work. And if any of you are very advanced, you can make it a clap push-up as well. So Roberto, Jan, you might be guys who could maybe fire away some push-ups at the bottom of the walkouts. Sorry, some explosive push-ups. After that, guys, we have a little bit of ab work to do. So after that, we're coming on to our back. Level 1 of this, guys, we're just going to come up and do 20 crunches to the knee. Level 2, you're going to go for alternate knee hugs, which is what I'm going to work. And level 3, you're going to come up for alternate toe touches. Again, choose the movement that's going to be challenging on the abs without your lower back getting sore. Personally, for the alternate toe touches, because I left my legs and my back gets niggly on it, so it's better for me to work the knee hugs. So choose the most appropriate ab exercise for your level, for your body, okay? Right guys, let's get ourselves set back up. We're going to go for 5 walkouts with a push-up at the bottom. Ready? 2, 1, let's go. Hips leading out to plank position. Push up, back up top. Make sure you're still hinging back. Final rep for me. And of course, I'm now onto my back. And we're going for 10 aside, 20 altogether. Whatever crunch variation is best for you. And rest after your 20 reps. Try not to rest onto your backs too much, guys. Stay up on the feet. We'll take a wee bit of rest, get some water if you need it, and we'll get back into that set again. So the push-ups, it should be a challenge. We're deliberately trying to work 5 very good quality push-ups. So don't settle for the option that's quite easy for you, make it challenging. As for the ab work afterwards, it's exactly that. We want the abs to be firing. So if you find that your abs aren't getting challenged, try the more advanced option. If you found that your lower back's feeling it more than your abs, even switching to a dead bug would be more beneficial, okay? So again, we want abs, we don't want a niggly lower back by the end of this. That neatly brings us back up. Again, 5 walkouts, 5 push-ups, making sure we're going for good quality push-ups at the bottom of every walkout. Ready, let's get set. 3, 2, 1. Once you've done that, guys, onto your back and into your ab work. Halfway for me. And relax that head, guys. So 2 sets down here. We have 1 more to go, but for now, we'll just take a wee bit of water, take a wee bit of rest before we jump ourselves into that final set. Again, making sure the ab work's challenging the abs, making sure our push-ups are challenging too, okay? We'll go for another 10-second rest, and then we'll get into that final set of the walkouts, final set on the ab work. Right guys, let's get ourselves involved again. Final time in these walkouts. And I'm back onto my back. And relax that there, guys. So that is our 3 supersets done. I'm going to drag my bench back into shot. Of course, this is us leading that chair sofa, so keep that in mind for your next set. So the bench is coming back on. So we have 2 exercises to go here, guys. Our first one, we are going to hit 12 single leg glute bridges off one side, 12 single leg glute bridges off the other. So that's here. I'm going to kick a leg up in the air. Now, the longer your leg becomes, the harder this is. A bent leg is challenging. If you want to make it tougher on your glutes and hamstrings, you straighten out the leg. And try and keep a half second or a second long pause at the top of every rep. We don't want momentum just letting your kind of hips go up and down, up and down, up and down. 12 off one side, then switch and go 12 off the other. After that, guys, we're coming up to our bench. Slat walk. I'm sure you don't have a bench in your front room, but hey ho, I wouldn't judge. Here, we're going to get our hips away. I'm going to start with bent legs. The most important thing, guys, here is my chest position. I don't want to let my shoulders come forward. I want my chest up and proud. When I come down, push back up. Down, push back up here, okay? Now, if you want to make it tougher, you straighten out your legs. So you've got a little bit less out of the legs. The most important thing, guys, is you're trying to keep your chest out. The minute I start rotating my shoulders forward, it becomes a kind of, excuse the language, but a shitey shoulder exercise, as opposed to keeping the chest out. You're going to get a little bit of chest and shoulders, but we should get loads of triceps. So let's start ourselves with our 12 glute bridges off each leg, and then we'll go into 15 tricep dips, okay? As always, try and keep your hands off the ground with these glute bridges. And switch, watch it, 12 more. From there, I bring myself over to my bench and get yourself into position, ready for your dips. Okay, ready for your dips. Try and squeeze the arms at the top of every rep. And relax that there. Shake off the arms if you need to. Wait 15 seconds. These two paired together probably aren't too bad in the old ticker, but we should be getting hamstrings and glutes on the single leg glute bridges, and we want to get the triceps, the back of the arms, with the tricep dips. Now, if you find, guys, that you're not feeling any tricep, you find all shoulder, we could use the same elevation that we're using just now, and we could just go for some elevated push-ups, but go for diamond push-ups. So your hands are going to come a bit closer, almost a diamond shape, which means your chest comes here, your tricep gets a little bit more standard like this. So that might be a better option for anyone who's just finding the tricep dips uncomfortable in the shoulders and getting very little out of the triceps with them. Right, let's get ourselves sent back up to our single leg glute bridges, guys, okay? 12 off one side, 12 off the other. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. And switch legs. And relax that there. Once you're done, of course, get yourself in and set for another round of 15 tricep dips. Okay? Ready? 3, 2, 1. Let's go. And relax that there. So that's 2 rounds down on this final superset. We've got 1 more to go. Again, we won't take too long in between these exercises. Wee time for a wee touch of water. I swear these shorts get shorter every time I come on here. They're actually supposed to be below the knee, but just long legs. What can you do? Right, let's get ourselves set for 1 more round of single leg glute bridges and tricep dips. And switch. And get yourself set for your final bit of work with the tricep dips. Keeping the chest out. And relax that there. Chill out once you've hit that, guys. Get a wee touch of water. So we are now moving on to our final bit of work for the day. As I said earlier on, we're looking at a 10-minute AMRAP. So we're looking for as many rounds of these as we can. Then we're going to hit 5 push-ups, 10 lunges, and 15, bodyweight squats. So lots on the leg here. But what we're looking for is good quality reps with every single movement. Try not to just rush through the squats with half reps because we're just trying to get through the 15. It's 10 minutes, keep a consistent, solid pace, keep the heart rate up. But most importantly, we're looking for quality movement with every round. Okay? I don't think I need to talk through too much. Of course, those push-ups could be mainly push-ups, they could be negatives, they could be full push-ups. If you're an absolute machine, for the 10 minutes you could do 5 flat push-ups, I'll be thoroughly impressed. But we're going to get ourselves kicked off in 20 seconds. So get a wee touch of water if you need to. Get your head in the game, 10 minutes of hard work, and that is us done. Right, guys, timer's going on. 3, 2, 1, let's go. So here, start with the 5 push-ups. And from there, into my 5 lunges off each side, 10 altogether. And from there, 15 squats. And of course, that neatly brings us back in to our 5 push-ups. Into my 15 squats. Legs are already like jelly. I think that's probably all the sessions adding up. And I'm back into my push-ups, guys. That's 2 minutes going already. Back into my lunges. Back again for me in the squats. And I'm back into my push-ups again. Fifteen squats. From there, we're coming back in to the 5 push-ups. Fifteen squats. So we're past the halfway mark, guys. Keep working hard, keep getting your reps in. Back into my squats here. And I'm coming back into my 5 push-ups. Fifteen squats. Back into my push-ups, guys. Not too long to go, just over 2 minutes. Sure you guessed at home, another 15 minute squats. Keep going, guys. Guys, you've got just over a minute to go. Definitely time for another round. Back into the lunges. Back into my squats. Keep it going, guys. We're well into our last minute. Got 10 seconds, guys. I'm going to try and put my push-ups in. And relax, that is time. Whew. Relax that there, guys. Let the heart rate drop down. If you're anything like me, your legs will be like jelly at this point. We're just going to get a nice wee light stretch off and we'll call it a day, guys. So find a bit of space, have a lie onto your back for me. We'll start with a classic hamstring stretch. So you're going to push your heel up to the ceiling, grab behind that knee, and just hold with a little bit of tension in there, okay? Now you're going to cross it over the other leg. You're going to reach through, grab that knee, and pull that knee in as tight towards you as you can, okay? Again, we're going to hold here for 5 seconds once you feel that tension. Switch legs. So now the right leg comes up, grab behind the knee into a nice wee hamstring stretch. And cross that leg over, reach through and grab the opposite knee, pull that in nice and tight for 5. Relaxing guys, just pick yourselves up nice and tall. And last but certainly not least, I'm going to try and show my chest off to the wall behind me 3 times, okay, off each side. And relax that there for me, guys. As always, thank you very much for your hard work. Big virtual high fives. I hope I see you soon.